Guys, the biggest mistake of my life. If I can pass in high school, I can definitely pass in uni. It was all a lie. Guys, you don't know what stress is. I prayed to God when I got the message that I did not pass the course. I prayed, not pray is. What's good, guys? It is your girl Isabel Nyathi-Domingos, aka Isabel. I'm filming and I'm back again with another video. What's good, guys? I hope you guys are good. It's been a while since I sat in front of the camera. So today I am back with another video, as you guys can tell, and I'm here with a rather interesting topic.
Hello, Auntie.
But yeah, today I will be talking about my first year experience. The ghetto. Oh my god. So yeah, today I will be telling you guys about my first year experience at UCT or university in general. Just to put it out there that it is not everything that glitters is gold. It is not fun and roses. It's not trampolines and jumping castles out here. It is lit. You guys don't understand. It is lit. Uni is lit. So I'm just gonna share with you guys my first year experience, just to let you guys know that it is not all sunshine and roses. So yeah, guys, if you guys are new to my channel, you already know what to do. So smash that like button, comment down below, and if you're not part of the Unfiltered gang, what are you waiting for? All you have to do is click subscribe. So subscribe to your girl for lit content. Where do I even start with this story? It's quite long. Oh, and also don't mind my hands. I know I have nails on the one hand and the other one doesn't. Just ignore it, okay? I did my own nails. I'm not left-handed. Just ignore it. Thanks. Anyway, so where do I even start? Let's start with the fact that I didn't even want to come to uni in the beginning. Well, okay, I'm lying.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
It's not that I didn't want to come to uni. It's the fact that I wanted to take a gap year before coming to uni, because the way I grew up knowing that uni is where I have to go. After high school, I have to go to uni. There's no question asked. That's how my dad grew me up. Education is a very fundamental thing in my family, especially with me, because I'm last born. It's like you lost hope, you know what I mean? You have to go to uni, make the family proud, like for sure, chill. But yeah, that's how I grew up, right? So I always knew that I was gonna come to uni eventually one day. But things weren't always sunshine and roses. I'm telling you guys, I got rejected. I got rejected by the University of Cape Town. Yes, I'm here, but I got rejected. But we'll get there. So cool. When I was in grade 11 in high school, I wanted to take a gap year. That's what I thought. I thought to myself, maybe take a gap year so I could work and make money. Because at the time, I've worked like a lot of jobs like during the holidays. So like, I kind of like the idea of making money. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't like money? You know what I mean? So I thought, let me take a gap year so I can actually make money. You know what I mean? But then something happened, I guess. I don't know. I ended up applying at universities in my grade 12, my final year of high school. I ended up applying everywhere. I applied at CPUT, UWC, and UCT. If you don't know, all of these universities are in Cape Town, South Africa. It's not rocket science. I applied to all three. It's one of the big universities. Oh, there's Stellenbosch as well, but anybody go. Stellenbosch is I'm not gonna say too much. But yeah, I did not want to apply Stellenbosch, right? I went to the open day though, but sorry for if you're from Stellenbosch and you're watching this video. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I applied at the three major universities. There's 4 in Cape Town, but I only applied to 3. And they all, well, 2 of them replied. So University of Western Cape, UWC, accepted me for physiotherapy. And yeah, that's what I applied for. I think I applied for something else. So when I eventually I don't know, I was about to write my exam, UWC accepted me. Guys, I was so happy. I literally, yo guys, like getting accepted in uni it's wonderful. You feel like, okay, cool, like I got this now, you know what I mean? So yeah, I got accepted for physiotherapy. However, UCT decided to reject me. And yo guys, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really care. I didn't care because I didn't want to come to UCT. I actually wanted to go to UWC. Reason being, like, all of my friends were going there. I think I explained this in another video. Like, all my friends are like in UWC. Everyone I know, technically, most people I know. But like here in UCT, I don't really know anyone. So when I got rejected, I was like, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, they rejected me and I was all sour about it. I was like, I don't care, you guys are racist anyways. Like, that's another thing I need to put out there. When I was in high school, the mindset that I had about UCT was like, UCT is just full of white people and they're racist. And yeah, that's what the mindset I had, because that's what everyone says like about UCT, and it's not true. It's not true. Thank God, it's not true. I was so sour. I was like, they rejected me because I'm black, but it's fine, you know. I didn't want to go there anyway, but look at God. Anyways, moving on. So cool. Fast forward, yeah, I've now written my exams, my high school exams, and in January the next year we got our results and everything. So now it was a matter of going to UWC to like confirm my place there and everything. Now keep in mind, yeah, I don't like maths. This is a very important key in this video because maths ruined my life. I'm laughing about it now because yeah, it's funny now, but it wasn't funny back then. But anyways, I did not like maths, and because I did not like maths, I failed it. I would say I failed it intentionally because the courses and the degree that I was applying for did not require me to do maths. So when I was in high school, I was just like, you know what, to hell with maths, you know what I mean? I wrote my first paper, I studied for my first paper, yes, but my second paper I was like, I'm not gonna study. I did not study for my second paper, and I failed it like intentionally, I did. But I also didn't think I was gonna fail it that bad. So I failed it very bad. Like I'm so embarrassed. I can't even like tell you guys how bad I failed it. Just know that I failed it. You know what I mean? So eventually, when I got my results and I found out I failed math, I wasn't too bothered. I was like, it's whatever. Even my parents. Guys, let me just explain. I was always the child that brings home certificates all the time, to the point where my parents wouldn't even be surprised no more. Like, I would bring home a certificate and they'd just be like, oh, you brought home a certificate. Oh, okay. That's nice. Congrats. I'm happy for you. Literally, in the beginning, it was like, oh my God, you brought a certificate. And like, they just got so used to it, you know what I mean? So when I failed maths, they were like, this is the first time you're failing something. So we're not gonna, it's not World War III, like you've been passing everything else and like it's just maths, you know. And my mom told me, even though I did feel bad about it low-key, my mom made me feel better about it by telling me like, you can't be good at everything, like, you know, there is going to be something that you're not good at. And like, I'm giving that advice to you guys, there's gonna be something that you're not good at. You can be top achieving everything, but there's just gonna be one thing that you just cannot do, you know what I mean? And it's okay. I learned that the hard way, you know. So yeah, my parents weren't too like gassed about it, but it did affect me negatively because when I went to UCT to confirm my place for physiotherapy, they rejected me. They said, no, your maths mark is too low and we cannot accept you. Like, they showed me this is the requirements and this is what you have. So if you put two and two together yourself, you have no business here. Guys, I was so upset. Like, I was upset at that point because UCT rejected me, and now my only hope that I thought, okay, I'm going to UWC. Like, I was telling myself this whole time, I'm going there, only to get rejected. Like, I was heartbroken. I went through the most, you know. But my dad was with me all the time. That's another thing. I was always with my dad. It was always me and my dad. Like, we went to UWC, stand in long lines just to be told that we rejected, and he was like, it's okay, you know. That's another thing with my parents. My parents were always supportive. Like, they never put pressure on me. They always told me, you need to study, you need to go to school and everything. But when things didn't go like as planned, they were like, it's okay. You know what I mean? And I feel like that made me stronger, because the things that I went through, getting rejected and all, I could have like, you know, felt some type of way, but I didn't, because my parents were like, it's fine. You know what I mean? And I felt like, you know what, if my parents aren't mad about it, then, yeah. So anyways, fast forward, guys. I'm sitting down now thinking to myself, what am I gonna do with my life? I finished high school, everyone done rejected me. What am I gonna do with my life? Yeah, guys, I thought to myself, maybe I should apply like at a private college for like journalism, because that's another thing I was interested in, journalism and drama. I wanted to become like a movie director. I wanted to be like the people behind set when it comes to drama. I didn't want to act. I mean, I wouldn't have mind, yeah, but my main focus when it comes to drama was I wanted to be the production team, part of the production team, you know what I mean? So yeah, because I like production, I guess, I don't know. And then another thing was journalism. I love drama, rumors, gossip. I'm your girl. So I thought journalism would be another, good interest that I could look into. And I did that. I went to the internet cafe and I was on the internet. I was looking at my options, seeing what private colleges there is that I can apply to. I was checking for bursaries that I can maybe get to maybe study journalism or drama or whatever the case may be. So I was just looking at my options, guys, and something told me, go read your emails. Go and read your emails. And I read my emails. I opened my emails, I logged in, and guys, I just saw a message from UCT. And I'm like, I was so annoyed when I saw the message, because I'm like, why are you guys sending me messages? Like, what the hell? You guys already rejected me. There's no need to rub it in. I heard you guys the first time. Are you guys gonna reject me again? Like, I was so like, I was annoyed. Like, why are you guys messaging me? And the message said, read attached file or open attached file or whatever. And I opened the attached file, and guys, to my surprise, it was an invitation to orientation. The first word I read was congratulations, and I was like, yeah. Wait, what? Wait, what?
I was not really expecting this, but it just came unknowingly. I've already given up before. My God in heaven just helped me out.
I was so gassed. I was so happy. Like, I got accepted at UCT, even though like I didn't expect it. I was shook. That's the word. I think that's the perfect word. I was shocked, because I'm like, you guys rejected me, manje. What is this? And when I remember that I actually applied for 2 different things at the University of Cape Town, and it didn't click to me, because when they rejected me, I just cancelled them. I was like, to hell with you guys. I'm done. I don't care. I don't want to hear nothing from you all no more. And yeah, they came to my rescue in my moment of distress. I saw a message that I really needed to see, because I was really going through it. I was trying to think, what am I going to do with my life? And I saw a message. Like, God, like, literally sent me here. He was like, girl, you going to uni no matter what. Like, literally. So I printed the papers and everything. I printed the orientation slips and whatever. And obviously the first person I told was my dad. Like, literally the first person I told everything to is my dad. So there's the first person I told, and he was so happy. He was so excited. He started giving me speeches, black parents. Started giving me speeches telling me, yeah, you know what I told you. I told you I won't die before you go to uni. Then Sangolana, blah 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 blah. Please, God. Yeah, he was so happy. He just started giving me speeches and everything, and yeah. So cool, fast forward now. Me and my dad, we went to go submit the necessary documents and whatnot, and there was that. I got accepted. I'm not accepted, I got invited to orientation. They told me what dates I should come for and what, all the necessary information they told me. I attended orientation, and there was that. I moved into res, and there was that. Guys, that's the last like happy part of the story. Everything else just...
He needs some milk.
Now I want you guys to understand that I was, keyword was, a top achiever in high school. I always had like certificates that I brought home. I was always like first when it comes to life science, subjects like that, life science and computers. I was always first or second in like, you know, first term, second term, third term, fourth term, you name it. I was always in top 10, not even top 10, top 5. I even ended up getting the highest grade of class of 2017, grade 12. That's like how deep I was, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I was a top achiever, okay? Like my school wasn't the best, but like I literally slayed the living hell out of it, you know what I mean? So with that mindset that I'm a top achiever, nobody can have chat for me, with that mindset, I went to uni. Guys, the biggest mistake of my life. That was the biggest mistake that I did in my first year. Going to uni with the same mentality of high school, telling myself that if I can pass in high school, I can definitely pass in uni. It was all a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie.
Like even during orientation, they literally told us, there's a lot of things that was said during orientation. And I wish I listened because I just took everything lightly. Like they told me straight up in orientation, like as a group, they were talking to us and they told us that this is not high school, the transition is real, this is a totally different world, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, yeah, sure. I mean, it's uni, of course. I'm guessing that's the only difference. High school, uni, cool, same difference. We all here to study. It's not the same. And I wish I listened and paid attention and actually took in what they told me. And there was a lot of things that they said in, like if you fail a course, you can either apply to redo an exam, you can appeal to redo the entire course, you can appeal to do this, you can appeal. They were just explaining all these things and I didn't take note because I was thinking to myself, bro, I'm a smart person, why would I fail? Of course, guys, little did I know. I'm so mad at myself for not listening and being so arrogant and ignorant. Like, hey. Then they went on to talk about mental health. I was like, I'm black. I don't need to hear none of this, okay? And that's the mentality that we all have. Being black, you don't really always hear about depression, especially growing up. Depression, anxiety, all of those things. We're like, nah, we're good. But I wish I listened, you know what I mean? Because they were explaining all of these things you go through. Depression, anxiety, this is the people you should go and see. These are the people you should go and talk to, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, I was so ignorant, guys. I don't even know why I went to orientation, to be honest. I don't even know. I honestly don't know because I was literally ignoring everything they said because I was like, nah, I got this. I got this. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I applied for psychology. I applied for psychology, right? And they hit me with disappointment. Before you can do psychology in an extended degree, you have to take a foundation course. Guys, guess what my foundation course was? I'll give you 2 seconds to guess what my foundation course. 2 seconds. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds while you edit like this video. Because when I'm going through PTSD, just thinking about it, like, what? If you guessed it, you guessed right. My foundation course was maths. The same maths that got me rejected at UWC, the same maths that I flippin' hated, the same maths that I failed intentionally, the same maths that literally almost ruined my life. Jesus is the same maths you're giving me as a foundation course.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, it is what it is, guys. I was disappointed. Is not even like a word. I was beyond disappointed. I was upset. I was because I knew I don't like maths. Why you guys like? I just want to study psychology. Like, why do I have to do the maths? Like, what for? But anyways, I had to do the maths. I had no choice unless I decided not to do psychology. And I really wanted to do psychology, so I did the maths. And just to add a cherry on top, that same maths, that same class was 8 a.m. Guys, when I was in high school, I never liked waking up. Till this day, I don't like waking up early. Like, everyone who knows me knows I don't like waking up early. And in high school, obviously, you don't have a choice. You have to wake up early, you know? So I always told myself, I can't wait to finish high school so that I don't have to wake up early. So when I came here, they told me, oh, my class is 8 a.m. I was gassed. I was, what? 8 a.m. I left high school to leave this thing of waking up early only to come here and wake up. Guys, I was so over it. I was just like, you know what, I had to pep talk myself like, it's fine, you got this. But I lied. I didn't have anything. I totally messed up. Guys, I totally messed up. I ended up failing the course. I really tried to like maths and put in my A game into it, but I just couldn't. I didn't like it, and waking up early, like there was a lot of days that I missed, you know, because in that course you could only like skip 10 days in a term. No, not even term, in a semester you can only skip like 10 days, or is it the term? I can't remember, but like I skipped more than 10 days because I didn't like waking up. And on top of it, I'm waking up for a course that I don't even want to do. So obviously I'm gonna fail. I should have seen it coming. Guys, you don't know what stress is. You don't know what stress is. I was stressed. I prayed to God when I got the message that I did not pass the course and I'm not eligible to write the exam. I prayed, I was like, God, please, if you do this for me this one time, I promise. Guys, I prayed, but I'm sure God was like, it is what it is, my child, like, it's not for you. I don't know what God's plan was, but yeah, I just didn't make it. I went to speak to the course convener and they told me, no, it's either you redo the whole course the next year or that's it. And I was thinking, me redo the course that I thought, no, I'd rather die. Than redo this course. I told them I'm not gonna redo it, it's fine. I failed it, I'm over it. I'll just restructure my degree. But like, I had to restructure my entire degree because of that one course that I failed. And as a top achiever in high school, you can imagine what failing that course did to me. Guys, depression, anxiety, this, that, you name it. I was just going through the most. And at the time, I was staying in a res where there's a lot of medical students, and you know how medicine is like extra hard, so everyone's going through their own lives. Even my friends that were studying other things, they were all going through their own thing, you know what I mean? So there was no one that I could go and talk to, like, look, I failed the course and this is how I feel. I couldn't even go to my parents because I'm like, I don't want to, like, I just didn't know how I was going to explain to them, like, look, I went to uni and I failed the course already, like, it's my first year in failing course, you know what I mean? I just didn't know how to explain, so I had to go through it alone. There were times where I would sit in my room and I would literally feel like the walls are closing in on me. Like, literally, I felt like I was being suffocated. I felt lonely. I felt alone because there was no one that I could talk to. Even though I was like in a place full of people, I had like a bunch of friends, I still felt alone just because I failed this one course and I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what to do. I was just going through the most, to be honest. I was just going through the most. But yes, second semester came in my first year and I did my utmost best. My mindset kind of changed. Like I said in the beginning, I came with the mindset of I'm a top achiever, I got this, you know what I mean? But after failing that course in my second semester, I decided, you know what, maybe I need to chill, maybe I need to be humble and actually deep what I'm studying, you know what I mean? So that's what I did. I like calmed myself down and tried to, like, you know, humble myself and study more often. And it worked out to some extent. There were times where I just felt sick. Like, I had anxiety attacks. All of those stuff, guys, that I never even went through. All those stuff that I believed like weren't for black people, I literally went through it. There was a time even that I was supposed to write an exam and I studied like all night because I always used to pull all-nighters and it was never a problem. But that specific night, I just felt so sick. And in the morning, before going to write the exam, I went for breakfast in the dining hall of my residence. And like before I could even get my food, I had to put down my plate and run because I wanted to throw up. guys, I literally puked. I literally threw up because of anxiety. Because when I was studying Bolivia, I felt like, oh my god, this test is actually gonna chow me, you know what I mean? Even though I was studying and I thought, okay, cool, I got this to some extent. Like everything was just clashing, like my emotions were just clashing, and it made me sick, it made me feel some type of way. Next thing you know, I'm throwing up before an exam. Like, it was hectic, guys. I went through it, and what's worse is I never even spoke to anybody about it. I never went to go see a psychologist, the counselor, none of that. I had to deal with it on my own, and I wish I didn't do that because I feel like that made everything worse, because I felt even more alone. The fact that I had to go through everything alone, like I didn't have a support system like that, you know what I mean? And yeah, it just made everything worse. So I would advise people who like maybe come to university for the first time in your first year, have a support system. Like, go to people that you can talk to, because you are going to need it. Because when you're going through depression and anxiety, or you're going through the most in general, and you don't speak to anybody, it just becomes worse because you're just surrounded by your own thoughts. And hey, it's hectic, man. It's hectic, literally. But yeah, I ended up passing my entire first year except that one course that I failed in my first semester, and that was literally it. My second year was a breeze. I made like quite a few friends in my second year. I was partying, I was the girl. I feel like I lived my life in my second year, literally. My first year was just a complete mess. Like, literally, if I could redo it, I wouldn't even want, like, I don't even want to say if I could go back in time, because I don't even want to go back in time. That was very stressful. Like, yeah, it was no joke. It was no child's play. But there's a lot of other good things that happened to me in first year. I met good people, wonderful people. I met good friends. I made a lot of memories. I made so many memories with my friends that I became family. I feel like that's the best part of my first year, meeting new people. Like I said, I didn't know anyone in UCT, so meeting new people in my first year was the highlight of my first year. And yeah, I guess that's the only good thing that came out of my first year. What else came out of my first year? Literally, I can only think of like the people I've met, because academically it was rough. Academically, I'm done thinking about this. But yeah, guys, that was my first year experience. But yeah, guys, if you guys like this video, let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're a subscriber, please do subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.